Hello, my friends. Glenda Ballett here, and welcome to my craft room tonight. It is Thursday, February the 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, also known as Galentine's Day. I don't know where that came from, but it started a couple of years ago. Okay, I'm in here. Come on, it says I'm live. Some days. So it is time for a card using the terrific Toadstools. The paper, the Toadstool Garden paper, is free during Sale-A-Bration. So that's for another 15 days. And then it goes away forever. And let me tell you, this paper is so cute. Hello, Janet. Hello, hello. Hey, how you doing? Been a good day for me. I got to be outside in the sunshine, got to walk around, get some stuff done. Mostly ready for creative escape on Saturday. So excited. Hello, Norma. Oh, how exciting that we got people joining us. So, terrific Toadstools. It is in the mini catalog. It's a stamp set and a punch. So that's the bundle. It's not dies, it's a punch, which means it's a little bit less expensive than our die bundles. And hello, Diane. I am also going to be using something that I don't use a lot. I don't think I've used them very much at all. The wild fern dies, because look at this. Sentiment dies in there. And it's I store all my dies alphabetically. So you know where wild fern dies are, right at the very back. So I thought tonight I'll use them. Or I might use the new textured notes dies. We'll see how things go. Hello, Alice. Okay, so before I get started, those of you that are local, we are thinking about getting the interior of our house painted. Does anybody know a good interior house painter that you would recommend? We know nobody. So we've started our search. If anybody has any ideas for an interior, not exterior, inside. My poor house is 19 years old and the walls have gone through 4 grandchildren. They need painting. So if you know of anybody, could you message me, email me, call me with their contact details, please, and thank you. Okay, so let me flip you around now that I got that public service announcement out of the way. I'm going to be doing this one today. So we all know that we have strips of leftover designer paper all the time, right? It doesn't matter how we make our cards, we always end up with strips. Now, this one I did take not leftover pieces. This was a piece that was 3 by 4.5, and then I cut it into 3 1-inch strips. So it was 3 by 4.5. So I have 1 by 4.5, but you don't have to keep it like that. I wanted to keep the pattern going, but if you've got leftovers, this is a great way to use up leftover designer paper strips. Now, I have been playing with, I'll just show you the first one. I was playing with the Friends of the Ocean suite today and using up some more designer paper. Look at this. Isn't this fun? So this one is one I made, this one, and then I made another one with this way, and then I'm going to show you how to make one. I can't remember which orientation it is using designer paper. Okay, so I will be using Granny Apple Green, Smoky Slate, and Melon Mambo. Who doesn't love the fun colors in this paper? So I'll show you the paper. This is the Toadstool Garden paper. So when you get paper shares from me, this is how you get them. They're all cut to 6 by 6, and then I add a piece of paper on there that tells you the name of it, the number if you want to reorder it, and if it's not free, then the price and all of the colors that are in it. And then you get a 6 by 6 sampling of all of the papers. So this was the Toadstool, free Toadstool ones that my paper share people got in January. And there's the sheet I used for my original card. Isn't that fun paper? I love the colors. And we are going to also use the Toadstool Garden stamp set. Nope, the Terrific Toadstool stamp set. Wild Fern dies. And I'm going to finish off with some free purple adhesive back sequins. So tell me, have you guys got the paper and these sequins yet? Are they in your craft room? Are they something you still hope to get before the end of Sale-A-Bration? Or is it nah, that's not for me? Let me know in the comments, because inquiring minds want to know. Okay. I'm also going to use some of the Petunia Pop ribbon because I thought it went really well with this fun paper. So I have about 14 inches of Petunia Pop ribbon, a card base, 5 1/4 by 4 basic white for the inside. Oh, hello, Natalie. Natalie has it in her craft room. Connie has paper, yes, sequins, you don't think so? Oh, Connie. Hi, Allison. Oh, are you excited for Saturday? Allison's coming to the Creative Escape. Alice says, I wanted it, but wanted other things more. I hear you, Alice. When you're starting out, you got stuff you want. So this paper makes my eyes hurt. I got to be honest, but you can use the other side, which also makes my eyes hurt. But when you put this on top of it, it calms it down. So it's not quite as eye unsettling as it is when left alone. So this piece is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. My recipe is not staying up there and I need to read it. Then I've already cut these. So this started out as 3 by 4 1/2, and then I cut it up. So I got to put this back in order here. There we go. I cut it to 4 1/2 by 1 inch squares. And then I have a piece of basic white that is 1 1/2 by something or other. And that's going to do the sentiment and the top of the mushroom. And then I have a piece of smoky slate that's 1 by 2 1/2. And I'm going to punch out at least one stem. And there's the inside. Allison is looking forward to it. Hello, Sonia. Oh, you're not too late. I haven't started yet. I just went through the recipe, so you're good to go. All right. So I'm wondering, shall we change this card up a bit? I would really like to use these brand new textured notes dies, which means I have to cut down the designer paper a bit. Oh. And I've already packed my paper trimmer. So maybe I can use my little one. We'll see. Okay, so if I use this one, that's too small. If I use this one, that one will fit. That one will fit. I am going to die cut this piece of paper with this this die, and then I will cut down the DSP strips, and we will create the same card with a little bit stepped up version. Okay, I'm going to run that through my machine. these are the ones, these guys are coming in March as an online exclusive. So if you are a demonstrator, they're available for you to purchase now. If you're not, they will be coming in March. And here's what they look like. Look at that. Oh, they're so pretty. Come on. Get off the crud off of it. Look at the edge on that. I am so glad I got these, let me tell you. But now I have to do a little trimming on the paper because I'm thinking that the length might be good, but the width is not going to be good. The length will work. So we have that one. And then we have that one. And then we have that one. So if I trim off, instead of it being 1 inch wide, if I trim it down, oh, that means my pattern's not going to work. Okay, I'm going to leave the center one at 1 inch. I'm going to cut off 1/8 of an inch off of the right-hand one, and I'm going to cut 1/8 of an inch off the left-hand one. Like that. Ouch! My finger out of the way. And if this works, it works. If it doesn't, oh well, I guess we'll be starting all over again. Oh, Connie ordered hers last night. You're gonna love it. So there's that. And there's that. And there we go. That will almost work. Now I'm thinking I'm going to put these three together. Where's my little trimmer? And I'm just going to take just a hair off the top. So instead of these being, see, what are they? Instead of these being 4.5 inches long, I can't measure it properly because this little trimmer doesn't go up that high, but I'm just going to take 1/8 of an inch off there. So it will be a little bit smaller. Oh, that's better. Yes, like that. That and that and that and this. Except this is that one. There we go. All right. We got her. So these dies are $43 in Canada. See what I did on the back side when I was cutting them out? I will lift these up so you can see. When I cut them out, I made sure I put numbers on the back of them so they were easy to figure out which way they go onto the paper. See? After all these years, every once in a while, I have a brainiac idea. Okay, I'm going to put this one on. This is number 1. We're going to put it here. So, did you guys see the picture of somebody making baking powder biscuits today? Cameron comes over on Wednesday mornings and he's got about an hour to kill before his Zoom starts, and then we take him to school after the Zoom. And this morning I decided that him and I were going to make baking powder biscuits. He grumbled a little bit, but when I told him he could eat them, he was okay with it. I'm trying to get this lined up. I'm not going to put this down all the way yet because I haven't figured out if it's lined up and down wise. So he made the baking powder biscuits. I gave him the recipe, told him how to read it. He put all the ingredients in and he mixed them all up and rolled it all out and cut the biscuits, put them in the oven, put the timer on, and then he was still home when the timer was done. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that cute with that little bit of fun edge on there? When they were all done cooking, he was still here. So he was allowed to eat one. And then he comes back after school to pick up his computer. And as he walked in, he said to me, "Grandma, can I take..." Uh-oh, shoot. This stupid thing closed. Hang on. I have to go get my Facebook back up here because I can't see. The comments. Anyways, he came in afterwards and he asked if you could take some biscuits home. And I said to him, "Sure. How many do you want?" He said, I figured like 2, maybe 3. He said, "Oh, 4 or 5." So our lovely grandson, of course, we each had one this morning because I'll tell you, they are good. It's my grandmother's recipe. So we ate them in the morning and then had a snack in the afternoon. And then he took a bunch home. So now, tomorrow, when they're over here, we're going to have to make at least 2 more batches because I had planned on taking them to the Creative Escape to go with our soup. But right now, there's only enough for maybe 3 people. Oops. So I guess we'll be making baking powder biscuits tomorrow. Okay. Apparently, I had a lot of ribbon. So I just wrapped it around there, used my reverse tweezers to hold it in place while I tied the knot, and then I'll cut the tails off with my ribbon scissors. Okay, now that there's more people on there, anybody local know of anybody who does interior house painting? Ted and I are looking to have the inside of our house painted, and we don't know anybody. And the people that we had painting it 20 years ago, I can't remember, and they're probably not around anymore anyways. So if you happen to know anybody that does inside house painting, please let me know. Okay, so I'm putting the 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of designer paper, this wicked one, onto the card front. Like that. And then we're going to take dimensionals and we're going to pop this layer up. Over top of it. I was lucky. I got to make 3 cards today. I was so excited, as well as making baking powder biscuits first thing in the morning. It was a good day. All right, take those liners off. This card is really quick and easy to put together. And if you got free designer paper, it's a great way to use it. And then you can take, when you cut this, if you cut this at 4 inches, you have a 2-inch piece left over that is perfect to add onto your envelopes, which I should have done, but of course I did not. So I'm going to Check. Oh, I almost got that straight. Yeehaw. Okay, there's the front of our card. Now, I'm going to take this piece and my Melon Mambo. Now, I might have to re-ink this. I'm not quite sure whether I did the last time I used it or not. So let's have a look. And I'm going to stamp it upside down because of the way the punch punches. Give it a good amount of time to transfer that ink over. Oh, perfecto. Okay. Now, go to the inside. I'm going to do the stems first. So let's put that away. And we'll punch this out. Punch this out. And remember, this punch does not leave an outline around it. It punches on top of your stamped image, which I think is wonderful. Okay, there's that. Now, let's get the gray. We're going to punch out a stem. Oops, we only need one stem. There's the stem. Got Granny Apple Green. And the sentiment popping up to say hi. Looks like Granny Apple needs re-inking though. Now, let's see. Look at that. It fits perfectly. So this is the smallest of these textured notes dies. It's the one that's the smallest there. And look at how perfectly it fits that stamp. I'm impressed. Okay, I'm going to cut that out. So who's going to give this layout a try? And let me know, what papers would you use? What papers would look great in this layout? Maybe we should do one with the Ocean Friends one. There we go. Now, the top gets up on the dimensionals. I'll just cut some here because I'm just around the edge now. And the sentiment, but only on the sides. Because it's going to be over top of the it's going to say pumpkin, that's not right. The mushroom, toadstool. This one didn't go in the right place and it's going to show. It's going to move that. We are. And then the stem also. Just cut that one in half. Use both pieces. Now, the stem is not long enough to attach this to this. That's why the sentiment is strategically placed over top of that mushroom like that. So you can put the stem underneath here and have it show. Because if you have it up here, where it's supposed to be, by the time you get the sentiment on, you don't see a lot of it. Okay, where'd I put my card? Patricia says, I plan to use it, and though I may not use this exact paper, I want to use the same set of DSP. Ooh, Patricia, make sure you go over to my VIP group and stick that in for share it Saturday. We'd love to see it. Is that where I'm going to put it? Oh no, I put the dimensionals in the wrong spot. And this needs to be, see if I can get that knot over a little bit. I should have done this before I stuck it on the front, because that knot's not far enough over to the edge. Come on. There we go. That's better. And I am now removing those dimensionals that I stuck on there, because I don't like putting dimensionals over top of ribbon, and I forgot the ribbon was on there. I know. It's like I was looking at it. How can I forget the ribbon was on there? So this is going to go right about there. Right about there, I do believe. Up a little bit. There we go. That right there. Like that. Now we'll take these dimensional pieces and have to go at the top and the bottom. And not in the middle. Narrow piece. There we go. We'll take the liners off of that. Hi, Wendy. Yep, during celebration, I am on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays if I don't have a class, and Saturdays for Scrapbook Saturday. Oops. Got to see if I can move that ribbon just a little bit more. So what I'm doing is I'm bending it so that the ribbon has a chance to move. And because I didn't put any adhesive back there, I'm able to move my ribbon. Got to move it a little bit more. If I had done this before I put it onto my card, it would have been better. There we go. Now move that up a bit so that it's even. That's there. And that'll get held down once I get the sentiment on. And we'll put the sentiment on over top, just like that. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to continue after celebration with doing lives most nights. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Okay, now I'm using Smoky Slate because that's the color. That's the color of the stems on the inside or on the designer paper. And I got out this stamp, but I think I'm going to get the other one out, the one that has the skirt on it. Hello, Rosemary. How's Tofino doing? Okay. I'm going to stamp. We're doing the inside. And I put two mushrooms in here. So one up the top, like that. And then I'm going to stamp the lid on that. So I know where to put the other stem. Oh, Tofino's awesome. Yay. Oh, you know what? This is the wrong one. Stop. Hold it. Oh, that's why I used the little one. Okay, that's all right. I'll get my Smoky Slate. dark smoky slate Stampin' blends. Because to make this look half decently realistic, you have to play with things a bit. Okay, so there's one. Now we'll do the other one. Icy and cold and few tourists. Oh man, that doesn't make my heart happy. Because I would love to be out there. And unfortunately, it is not happening. I am so going to miss our trip to Tofino this year. That's not going to work. I may have to rethink this. I need the other lid. That's why I use that stem without the skirt on it. Okay, this one will do. There we go. Ah. All right, so now I'm going to take my dark smoky slate and I'm just going to go over top of the stem where it goes onto the cap, the mushroom cap, and just darken that up a bit, just so it looks a little bit more realistic. There we are. So there's the inside, except haven't put the grass on it yet. Now the envelope, I'm going to go back to the original, my original thing. We'll use the regular stem. Cut both the stamps on the same block now. You should come. Short-term rentals are great pricing right now. You can walk to the beach in 4 minutes from ours, and we can invite the port ladies for a stamping afternoon. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? I don't think there's a lot of them that would come over the pass. And we like Tofino in our own trailer. But these greedy people make it so expensive to stay out there. There we are. That will do. It will do. So Port Alberni ladies that are watching, what do you think about a road trip to Tofino for a class? Who's up for a road trip? And if you're not from Port, if you are on the island, you would be invited too. It's going to add a little bit of grass here, just to add some color on the envelope. And on the inside piece, except that dimensional is sticking to it, get off my finger. Okay. One there. And part of it there. Maybe it'll go in here like this. There we go. Depending on the day, Norma would. Ooh, Norma! Road trip, Norma. It would be a weekend because Rosemary works. Sad that they want so much, partly because of the increase in taxations and water and sewer. Water's gone up 50%. Holy crow. Well, water went up 50%. That road is now paved into Bella Pacifica, and they have increased their rates by 100%. They have doubled their rates from last year. And I know things go up, and I was fully expecting an increase in prices, but I was not expecting $130 a night. There we go. Ta-da! There's the card. I don't like these tails. Let's cut these tails down a bit on my original one. They're just a tad too long for my liking. Taxes are up 37%. Holy Aunt Jemima, Rosemary. Oof, I can't imagine. Ours are, I don't remember. Your taxes are up 37% or your assessment is up 37%. Thanks, Sonia. Thanks, Norma. Hi, Lena. Oh, everybody likes the card. I think it is super duper adorable. But tell me, do you like the one that's just the paper's just cut, or do you like the one that the paper is die cut? Which is your favorite? The die cut one or the non-die cut one? I just remembered I haven't put the bling on yet. And you guys were not going to remind me to put the bling on. Bling alert, bling alert. Let's put a whole bunch on. Because you know what? They're soon going to be gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more up here. Look at that. I put 7 blings on there. Hello, Ivy Pearl. Janet likes the die cut. Connie says, pretty male, something pretty, both. She likes both of them. Hello. Wendy says, I'm happy I finally ordered the bundle. Oh, good for you, Wendy. You won't regret that. Take the die cut one. I like the die cut one a little bit more, says Alice. Rosemary says, but really my home has big tables and pretty good lights. I would make lunch for all my treat. Oh, that would be interesting, Rosemary. Norma likes die cut. The die cut adds a nice touch. Hello, Diana. She says she likes them both, but die cutting the edge does add an interesting element. Sonia says, I do like both, but if I had to pick one, I would pick the die cut one. Janet says, and you use different colors, not all one color. Yes, I did. That is Shanna's influence. I used to be very matchy-matchy in my embellishments, and she got me out of that habit. I am stepping out of my box, Wendy, you're right. I am. So if you have enjoyed my video, please hit those emojis. I would appreciate it. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button that's right down there and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you hit the bell icon, once you subscribe, it will tell you when I go live as well. Ivy Pearl likes the die cut one. Rosemary likes the die cut one. All right. Facebook picked up a page. It was pretty. Allison likes the card. Sonia, thumbs up. Thumbs up done for you. Thanks for sharing. Hello, Joan. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. I have enjoyed my little journey with you. If you use this layout and make cards, don't forget to share it in my VIP group for Share It Saturday. You could win a hand stamped card by moi. And every time I send out a hand stamped card for the winner of Share It Saturday, there's a little something inside there for you. Thanks, Joan. And thank you, Alice. So get those cards into Share It Saturday every week. Somebody wins a card and a little something, something from me. And look forward to, I decided on my April class. And this, Connie, this is for you. We're doing Ocean Friends in April. Or yeah, in April. So if you haven't got that bundle and you want to do my class virtually or get the tutorial for it, you've got lots of time to order it. Marie says I like both, so whichever you want to send me. Yep, Marie, get that card in Shared Saturday. Okay, thanks everybody. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your evening, and I won't be live now until Monday morning because I am. Did I say I was going to be live on Sunday? Um, let me look. Oh, if I'm not too tired, I'm going to go live on Sunday, and we'll do Scrapbook Sunday instead of Scrapbook Saturday at 7:30 p.m. We'll see how I am, how worn out I am from the creative escape on Saturday, but I will be back on Monday morning, definitely. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stamping smiles. Bye for now.